Imagine this. You invent the technology that powers literally everything in the modern world. The electricity in your house, you invented it. The radio, you invented it. X-rays, remote controls, wireless communication, you pioneered all of it. You're a genius, a visionary. You can see the future better than anyone alive. But when you die, you're alone in a tiny hotel room, broke, forgotten, feeding pigeons in the park because they're your only friends. His name was Nikola Tesla. And if you've ever turned on a light, charged your phone, or listened to the radio, you're using his inventions. But he died with nothing. No money, no recognition, no credit for changing the world. Why? Because being a brilliant inventor isn't enough. You also have to understand business. You have to protect your ideas. You have to know who to trust. Today, Lily and I are diving into the tragic, brilliant story of Nikola Tesla, the man who invented the future but couldn't survive the present. And we're brainstorming a business idea inspired by his genius that you can start today. This is Tallie Talks. Let's get this show started.
She's got a mind, she's got a spark, lighting up dreams from dawn to dark. Tallie Talks, yeah, she's the voice, asking the questions, making the choice. Young hustlers rising, stories to tell, big ideas where passions dwell. Pull up a chair, grab your seat, let's talk the hustle, let's feel the beat. Tallie Talks, yeah, Tallie Talks, turning whispers into walks, dreaming big, take the shot. This is the place where dreams get called. Tallie Talks, oh, Tallie Talks, Tallie Talks, ooh, yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Season 2 of Tallie Talks. I'm Tallie Pennyworth, and wow, we're 5 episodes in, and this season has been incredible.
Last week, we talked about Elon Musk, the entrepreneur who's building rockets, electric cars, and literally trying to make humanity multiplanetary.
And we learned to think impossibly big and take massive risks. So Lily, welcome back.
Thanks, Tallie. I have to say, today's episode is one of the most important ones we're going to do this season.
I agree. Because Nikola Tesla's story is both inspiring and heartbreaking. It's a cautionary tale.
It really is. Tesla shows us what happens when you're brilliant at creating, but terrible at business.
Exactly. Okay, quick question before we dive in. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, good question. I think the ability to speak every language instantly, that would be so useful.
That's a great one. I'd want teleportation. Like, just skip all the travel and be wherever I want to be instantly.
Very practical.
Thanks. Okay, so Nikola Tesla. Most people have heard his name. There's a car company named after him, but they don't really know his story.
Right, and that's part of the tragedy. He should be as famous as Edison or Einstein, but he's not. Let's talk about why. So Nikola Tesla was born in 1856 in what's now Croatia, but was then part of the Austrian Empire. His father was a priest, his mother was an inventor. She created small household appliances.
Oh, so invention ran in the family.
Exactly. And from a very young age, Nikola was different. He had this photographic memory. He could read a book once and remember every page. He could do complex calculus problems in his head. And he had these vivid visions.
Wait, like hallucinations?
Sort of. Tesla would visualize his inventions so clearly in his mind that he could see them in 3 dimensions, rotate them, test them, all in his head. He barely needed to sketch anything on paper. He said he could build and perfect entire machines mentally before building them in real life.
That's incredible and kind of wild.
It was a gift, but it also made him a bit odd. He went to university to study engineering, and he became obsessed with electricity. At the time, scientists were still figuring out how electricity worked. It was this mysterious force.
So Tesla wanted to understand it.
He didn't just want to understand it, he wanted to master it. After college, he got a job with a telephone company in Budapest and then with the Continental Edison Company in Paris. That's where he learned about Thomas Edison.
Oh, so he knew Edison?
He did. Edison was already famous for inventing the light bulb and creating direct current electricity, DC power. In 1884, Tesla moved to New York City to work directly for Edison.
Okay, so he's working for the most famous inventor in America. That sounds like a dream job.
You'd think so, but it became a nightmare.
What happened?
So, Edison used direct current, DC electricity. The problem with DC is that it can't travel very far. You need a power station every few miles, which is expensive and inefficient. Tesla had a better idea, alternating current AC electricity. AC can travel hundreds of miles and is way more efficient.
So Tesla's system was better?
Much better. But Edison had already invested everything in DC power. His whole business was built on it. So when Tesla tried to explain AC to Edison, Edison dismissed it. He said it was too dangerous and would never work.
But Tesla knew it would work.
Exactly. And here's where things get messy. According to Tesla, Edison promised him $50,000, which is over $1 million today, if Tesla could improve Edison's DC generators. Tesla worked day and night for months and succeeded.
So he got the money, right?
No. When Tesla asked for the payment, Edison allegedly laughed and said, "Tesla, you don't understand our American humor." He refused to pay.
What? That's terrible.
Tesla was furious. He quit immediately. Suddenly, he's in New York City with no job, no money, and no connections. For a while, he worked digging ditches just to survive.
The genius who would invent the future was digging ditches?
Yes. But then, in 1887, some investors believed in Tesla's AC system and helped him start his own company, Tesla Electric Company.
Okay, so he gets another chance.
He does. And Tesla started creating incredible things. He invented the AC motor, transformers, generators, the foundation of modern electrical systems. And in 1893, at the World's Fair in Chicago, Tesla and George Westinghouse, who licensed Tesla's patents, lit up the entire fair with AC electricity.
So everyone could see that AC was better than Edison's DC.
Exactly. It was a huge moment. People called it a palace of light. And soon after, Tesla's AC system was chosen to power the first major hydroelectric plant at Niagara Falls. A C became the standard for the entire world.
So Tesla won. He beat Edison.
Technically, yes, his system won. But here's the problem. Tesla didn't get the credit and he didn't get the money.
Wait, why not?
Because Tesla was terrible at business. He cared more about invention than money. When Westinghouse struggled financially, Tesla tore up his royalty contract, which would have made him one of the richest people in history, just to save Westinghouse's company.
He just gave it up?
He gave it up. Tesla said money didn't matter to him. He just wanted to invent, and he kept inventing amazing things. He created the Tesla Coil, which is still used today. He experimented with X-rays, even before Röntgen got credit for discovering them. He invented radio, though Marconi got the credit and the Nobel Prize for it.
Wait, Tesla invented radio and didn't get credit?
Right. In fact, the U.S. Supreme Court finally ruled in 1943, after Tesla died, that Tesla's patents predated Marconi's. Tesla invented radio, but Marconi took the glory.
That's so unfair.
It gets worse. Tesla also envisioned wireless communication, remote controls, smartphones, basically the internet. In 1901, he started building a massive tower called Wardenclyffe to transmit electricity and information wirelessly around the world.
That sounds incredible. Did it work?
We'll never know. His investors pulled funding because they couldn't figure out how to make money from it. The tower was never finished. Tesla was heartbroken. That was his greatest dream, and it died. After that, Tesla's life got darker. He became more isolated, more eccentric. He developed obsessive behaviors. He had to do everything in threes. He was terrified of germs. He became obsessed with pigeons. He lived in hotels and couldn't pay his bills. He moved from hotel to hotel when he ran out of money.
This is so sad.
It is. On January 7th, 1943, Nikola Tesla died alone in a New York City hotel room. He was 86 years old. He had no money, no family with him, almost no recognition. The man who invented the modern world died forgotten.
That's heartbreaking.
But here's the thing. Today, we recognize his genius. Every electrical device you use runs on Tesla's AC system. His name is on a car company revolutionizing transportation. The unit of magnetic field strength is called a Tesla. Scientists and engineers revere him.
So he got his recognition, just too late.
Exactly. And his story teaches us a crucial lesson. Brilliance isn't enough. You have to protect your work, understand business, and choose your partners carefully.
Quick break. If you're loving these stories about history's greatest innovators, you need to check out Blueprints of Power, the podcast my co-host Lily does with Jack and Charlie. They dive into the greatest empires in history and make it super entertaining. Like, did you know the Persian Empire had a highway system and postal service 2,500 years ago? Or that the Byzantine Empire lasted over 1,000 years? The entire first season is available on YouTube right now. Go subscribe, watch the episodes, and let them know Tallie sent you. That's Blueprints of Power on YouTube. You're going to love it. All right, we're back. Lily, this story is so tragic. What's the lesson?
The lesson is, being brilliant at your craft isn't enough. You also need to understand business. Tesla was one of the greatest inventors who ever lived, but he didn't protect his patents, he gave away his money, and he trusted the wrong people. He died broke because he ignored the business side.
So it's like, you can be amazing at what you do, but if you don't understand money, contracts, and business, you'll struggle.
Exactly. And here's the other lesson. Document your work and get credit for it. Tesla invented things that other people got famous for because he didn't properly patent them or publicize them. If you create something, make sure people know you created it.
That's so important.
And one more thing, choose your partners carefully. Edison exploited Tesla. Other people stole his ideas. You have to work with people who respect you and will treat you fairly.
So, master your craft, but also master business. Protect your work and get proper credit. And choose partners who have integrity.
Perfect. Tesla's tragedy is that he was so focused on invention that he ignored everything else. Don't make that mistake.
All right, time for the kid business brainstorm. What business can kids start inspired by Nikola Tesla's genius?
Okay, so Tesla was all about solving problems with invention and innovation, right? He saw something inefficient and thought, I can make this better.
Right. So what if kids started an innovation and problem-solving consulting business?
Yes, I love this. Okay, hear me out. People have problems all the time. I can never find my keys. My desk is so messy. I can't keep track of my homework. What if you became the person who helps them solve those problems?
Ooh, that's smart. Like a kid inventor consultant.
Exactly. You would meet with clients, maybe neighbors, family friends, other kids, and ask them, what's frustrating you? What's a problem you deal with every day? Then you create solutions.
I love this. Give me examples.
Okay, so maybe someone says, I always lose my keys. You could create a custom key holder with hooks and a little basket for other items. Or someone says, my phone charger cable always gets tangled. You could design and sell cable organizers made from simple materials.
Or like a parent says, my kids never put their shoes away. You could create a fun, labeled shoe organization system with their names and pictures.
Yes. Or a student says, I can never remember all my homework assignments. You could create a custom homework tracker, a whiteboard, a planner system, or even a simple app if you know how to code.
This is so cool because you're not just selling random stuff. You're solving real problems for real people.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Sometimes the solution is something you build. Sometimes it's something you design and someone else builds. Sometimes it's just a clever idea that you explain.
So how would you charge for this?
You could charge a consultation fee, like $10 to $20 to meet and brainstorm solutions. Then if you actually build or create something, you charge for materials plus your time. Or you could offer packages, 3 custom solutions for $50.
And you could specialize, like the bedroom organization expert, or the homework helper, or the kitchen problem solver.
Yes! And here's what's brilliant. You're learning design thinking. That's a real skill that engineers and entrepreneurs use. You're learning to identify problems, brainstorm solutions, prototype, test, and improve.
That's exactly what Tesla did. He identified that DC power was inefficient and invented a better system.
Exactly. And here's an important lesson from Tesla's story. Make sure you get credit and get paid. Write down your ideas. Take photos of your inventions. If you create something for someone, make sure they know it's your design.
That's such a good point. Tesla's biggest mistake was not protecting his work.
Right? So keep an inventor's notebook, document everything, and don't undersell yourself. Charge fairly for your time and creativity.
I love this. And you could create a portfolio, before and after photos of the problems you've solved. That becomes your marketing.
Perfect. And you could partner with local hardware stores or craft stores. Maybe they refer customers to you and you buy your materials from them. Everyone wins.
So the business is innovation and problem-solving consulting. You help people identify their everyday problems and create custom solutions. You document your work, and you charge fairly for your creativity.
And remember Tesla's lesson, understand the business side. Keep track of your expenses, your time, and your contracts. Don't just give your ideas away for free.
Perfect. Okay, who's going to start the innovation and problem-solving consulting business? Send us your inventions. All right, everyone, that's episode 5 of season 2. We explored the tragic, brilliant story of Nikola Tesla, the genius who invented the modern world but died broke and forgotten.
Lesson: master your craft and master business. Protect your work and get proper credit. Choose partners with integrity.
And our kid business idea, innovation and problem-solving consulting. Help people solve their everyday problems with creative solutions. Document your work and charge fairly for your genius.
Next week, we're talking about Sarah Blakely, the woman who turned $5,000 and an idea about uncomfortable pantyhose into a billion-dollar shapewear empire. And she did it with no business experience and no investors.
I am so excited for that one. Thanks for being here, Lily.
Thanks, Tallie. This season is amazing.
And thank you for listening. If you loved this episode, share it, rate it, review it, and send us your invention ideas. We can't wait to hear from you.
Because your ideas matter. Don't let them die with you like Tesla's did.
See you next time on Tallie Talks. Peace out.